I love this thing. I reach for this anytime I'm gonna do a nail art design. I almost reach for this every single time. Hey everyone, welcome back to another video on my channel. If you're new here, my name is Katie and I am a licensed nail technician. I have been one for about 12 years now, or 11 years, which is crazy. I specialize in dry manicuring, gel products, nail art, love all that stuff. Today I'm going to be going over my top 10 favorite products of 2023. I can't believe we're already in 2024 and it's just like zoomed right past and it's already March, which is insane. I still wanted to get this video up for you guys because I've got a lot of good, really helpful products that I think are awesome that I kind of found or started using more in 2023. So these products specifically are ones that I found either I really reached for them like with every single client, or I just found them to be like really, really great products that I discovered in 2023. So I've got my top 10 favorites and we're gonna go over those. So I won't drag this intro on any longer and let's just get into it. Okay, number one is the Cocoist Ultra Glossy Top Coat. I love this top coat. This is a no wipe top coat. Normally in the past, I really didn't like no wipe top coats because they would pit and kind of do this like weird separation on the nail, which drove me insane. So I never really reached for no wipe top coats. I didn't really feel like it was an issue just using a regular wipe top coat until I found the Cocoist one, and this one is so good. It is like chef's kiss. I don't have any issues with it pitting. I will say there is one brand that I feel like it doesn't work super well over the top of, and that brand is the F-Gel gel polishes. I feel like it's not super compatible because it does do that separation over top of the F-Gel polishes, but that is the only brand that I have found that it does that with, and I have used it on a ton of different things. I love the Ultra Glossy Top Coat. It is so shiny. It's like the perfect medium consistency, so it's really nice to like gloss over your nail art. You can do more of like a floaty layer with it and then just get like a nice super glossy shiny top coat. It just works beautiful. I just love it. I also love the packaging. I love the like super ultra shiny silver bottle. It just looks so luxurious on your desk, and it just I love this top coat so much. So I pretty much use this top coat on every single person. I have one other top coat that I'm gonna include also in the top 10, but this one is just my go-to. Now, if you do want a non-staining top coat, like for a hairstylist, I will use my hard gel top coat from Light Elegance, the Light Elegance Super Shiny. Every other person, every other case, they all get the Ultra Glossy Top Coat. Okay, my second top coat, I have two in the top 10. And this is the Presto No Wipe. This is also a no wipe top coat, but this one works amazing over chrome. If you decide that you want to buy something that I share in this video and you decide you only want to buy one thing, let it be the Presto No Wipe top coat, because it is just so good. Like over chrome, it doesn't chip. It goes on super nice, and you don't even have to do two coats. So usually when we top coat over chrome, it's like we have to do either a base coat and a top coat, or two coats of hard gel, or two coats of top coat, whatever it may be. This one coat, done. It doesn't chip. It's amazing. So I don't use it on anything else other than over top of chrome, which is nice too, because chrome can kind of leave your top coat glittery. So then it's nice to have like a designated chrome only top coat, and it just is so good. I don't know, I honestly don't know why it doesn't chip. I don't know what about it is different from like other top coats, but it just works so good in one coat over chrome. Okay, next we have my MPA Gel Nail Art Palette. I did actually make an entire video on this palette couple years back, I think 2022 when I got it, and I made a video unboxing it, putting it together, showing you guys all that. So if you want to check that out, it's still up. And it has become like a holy grail product for nail art. I have to have it. Now, the stickers don't come with it. I put the stickers on top just to designate which way is the top so that I don't set it upside down at any point. So that's just to tell me that this is the top. The stickers, 2 of them are mine that I actually made myself. I made this one and I made this one on the end. And then these 2 I ordered. Karen makes really cool like nail tech merch, stickers, pins, buttons, all that stuff. So that's where the 2 stickers in the middle are from, and then the 2 on the outside are actually ones that I made myself. The MPA gel nail art palette, it comes with 40 different gel paints. It actually has 10 empty little pots, which I filled up myself recently with some extra gel paint colors that I had. So these were empty for a while, and then it comes with 40 colors. So you can use the empty ones, you can add gel paints that you already have, you can use it to mix, make your own colors. You can see I use the lid a lot as like a palette to mix colors, run my brushes through. It just is so good. So we have 40 colors in here. They're all nail art gels. So they go on really nice and pigmented. You can do really nice detailed art with them. They are kind of on the stiffer side, which means they're not going to move. So I prefer that. That means they're not going to run. They're not going to move. You can do like a really thin line with it and it's going to stay a nice thin crisp line. So that's why I kind of like gel paints that have a little bit more stiffness to them, not super runny. I love this thing. I reach for this anytime I'm going to do a nail art design. I almost reach for this every single time because I have all 40 colors ready to go in one spot. If I ever do a design where I'm going to use like a lot of different colors, it's just so convenient to have this many colors in one spot. I just open the lid, I have all the colors available to me, and I can do whatever I need to do. So this, I can't live without it now. I absolutely love it. And they haven't dried out, they haven't gotten hard, cured or anything. As long as you keep them securely closed, and then I also put them in a drawer so they're nowhere near any windows, light, just when I'm using them out on my desk, but otherwise they are kept tightly sealed away and in a drawer. This is the one just to show you that I made myself. This is a watercolor palette from Amazon. So I actually filled this one with other gel paints that I have, like single, pots I put into this one myself. So I think I have like some Magpie gel paints, and then down here, I think these are the Light Elegance neon gel paints. I think I have a couple other random ones in there as well, but you can make your own basically. And then again, I still use the lid to use it as like a palette, but you can basically make your own. But I just love the one that already comes with all the colors, especially if you don't have any gel paints, you're new to building your collection, you can get 40 colors in one. Some people say it might be a little bit expensive. I think it is $140 for the palette with the 40 gel paints. $140. I don't really feel like that is expensive at all, because if you ever buy like individual potted gel paints, they usually run anywhere from $10 to $15, $18 each. If you were just to buy 40, let's say on the cheaper side gel paints, $10 gel paints, that'd be $400 versus $140 and you get 40, which makes them about $3.50 each for each color. So it's actually really affordable, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. So if you want to build up your collection, if you're new to nail art, or if you are new to like getting gel paints, this is the way to go. It's going to save you a lot of money. You're going to have way more colors like ready to go, and you can pretty much paint whatever you want. Plus, I do have a discount code for that, for the MPA palette, so it makes it even cheaper, like makes it even less than $3.50 per color. Okay, next we have the Cocoist Blackest Black and Bluey White. Now, particularly the Blackest Black is what is really in my top 10, but the bluey white is pretty much the same formula, but in a white, so I just included that one as well. But the Blackest Black is such a pigmented black. You can do the finest detailed lines with this black and it will be black, and you don't have to do any second coats or anything like that. And it's going to be so pigmented, and the lines are going to stay so crispy, like right where you paint them, that is where it's going to stay. I love the Cocoa Blackest Black. And then if you want the white version, bluey white. Now these ones, don't use them to paint over the entire nail with it because they are so pigmented that it might not cure all the way through. So if you want a black or white to paint over the entire nail, that would be the Maxi Black and the Maxi White. So the Blackest Black and the bluey white are really for nail art or like details. I've used the bluey white for a French and it's super nice, but I wouldn't go over the entire nail with it. I started using Cocoist, like I think I got certified at the very end of 2022, and that's when I really started trying their products. And that's why like I'm really including this in the 2023 favorites, because that's when I really started to try things out and use them and just fell in love. Okay, next we have the tiny short liner brush. This brush is, again, holy grail brush. Like, it is so good. It is the brush that I use for literally everything. Every design, French, moving my builder gel around. Like, I use this brush for everything. I have a backup just in case it dies, which it might be getting pretty close to the end of its life. I think the the branding is like almost worn off at this point. I use it for everything. It does come with a cap, which is really nice to keep it nice and protected, and it's just the perfect brush. They do have a long liner as well, which I did get. I just haven't used that one yet because I just use this one all the time. So they have the short liner and the long liner, but the short liner is my favorite brush ever. Okay, next we have a nail art item. This is Pigments. I feel like Pigments have taken the world by storm, the nail world by storm, in like the past, especially I feel like the past 6 months or so, like really, they have just exploded. These are the pigment palettes from Vacation Nail Shop, which is really nice. Again, I love the idea of palettes because then you just get, you know, the colors that you need in one thing instead of having to buy all these individual things. Pigments are awesome for doing ombre. They're awesome for like that aura nail look, that aura nail style. They basically can take the place of like an airbrush, which one, it's really not recommended to use gel in an airbrush because of the overspray and like things that you're breathing in. So this is a much better alternative to an airbrush, and to me they look just as beautiful. And personally, I have tried an airbrush before and I just feel like it's a lot of work to like have to clean it and like do this whole process like every single time. It's annoying. So it's much easier to just get out your pigment palette and use your brush, and then you can do your ombre or whatever you are looking to do. So I apply these over a matte top coat and they just fade so beautifully. They're just great. I love them. So I think Pigments have definitely gained popularity, and I feel like just Pigments, they had to make it to my top 10 because they are just wonderful and I love using them. Okay, next is Chromes. These are the Ice Gel Sunset Glow powders. So it's a set of, I think, 5 different chromes, and these chromes are stunning. They had to be in my top 10 because these chromes like blow all the other chromes out of the water. They are so good. They are so shiny and beautiful. I will make sure to insert a clip of some that I used on myself. Like, they're just look like mirrors. They're so good. Now each chrome has, it's very little product, but honestly you don't need very much to get really nice even finish. So you just need very little, and I usually use like a little eyeshadow sponge, and that's what I use to apply the chrome. And then I'll go over the top with that Presto No Wipe that I talked about earlier, one coat and you're good to go. Definitely check these chromes out. They're just stunning. Like, I love them. Okay, next we have some e-file bits. In 2023, Erica's ATA released some new flame bits and they are so nice. So particularly I have one that has been like my favorite, but two of them I will talk about. So they did actually end up releasing 4 new bits. They released the Big E, which is right here. It's like a nice big kind of polisher type of a bit, and then we have 3 flames. Now the 2 that I really like is the soft flame, because the point is nice and softened. It's a nice rounded point. So if you're a little bit nervous about using flame bits, the soft flame is a good one to start with. And then my favorite is the rocket flame right here. It does have more of a point, so you got to be really, you know, extra careful and cautious, but they just clean up the cuticle area so beautifully. And the flame bits really help to kind of like open up that cuticle area. You can get the polish, the builder gel like super nice and close. It's so nice. So I love my e-file and I love doing e-file prep. So the Rocket Flame is my favorite of the new flames and has made it into my top 10 for 2023. Okay, next, number 9, we have a cuticle oil. This is the Lunu Luxe cuticle oil. I can't remember exactly when these launched. I think it may have been like winter 2022. So it was actually fall 2022 that these were released into the wild. And these are my all-time favorite cuticle oils. Just, I have never had a cuticle oil that smells so good. Like, they nail their scents every single time. And then not only do they smell good, but they're like not greasy, they're super hydrating, moisturizing, really good ingredients. And the packaging is gorgeous. I love this like gold detailing on the packaging of the little moons. And it's just, I love the branding, everything's so good. And these are what the bottles look like. So this is the 1 ounce size. And they have the little dropper on the inside. And the scents, let me tell you some of my favorite scents. Oatmeal Cookie is a wonderful like fall winter one. And then the lemon bar one smells so good, because you can smell, if you've ever had like a lemon bar, you can smell like the lemon bar and then you can smell the crust. Like, you can smell the whole thing. I don't know how they put all of these smells into cuticle oil, but they're just so lovely. I love it. And then they recently just came out with their brand new spring summer scents, and the salted watermelon one, it's so good. This one that I'm holding is Cabana, and I think Cabana is like caramel, pistachio, vanilla, and musk, I think. It smells delicious. So they have the little 1 ounce ones, and then they also have these little mini ones, and these ones you actually twist and it's actually a spray, which I have never seen any other cuticle oil brand create a packaging that's a spray, which is really nice, because if you ever want to apply cuticle oil on the go, it's kind of scary to open a cuticle oil bottle like on the go, but the last thing you want to do is like drip that or anything like all over your clothes. It's like a disaster. So I love the idea of this twist and then spritz, and then you can close it and then you're done. You can just rub it in and it just is so nice, moisturizing, hydrating. So the Lunu Luxe cuticle oil has blown me away. Okay, lastly, this is kind of like, I don't have a specific one, but just like a type of product. Number 10 is highly pigmented gel polishes. So I just have a couple different brands right here. We have F Gel, we have Jelly Fit. This one is from Tiny, and these are highly pigmented gel polishes. They're so wonderful. They go on the nail. A lot of them you can get away with like 1 coat, but never ever do I need to apply more than 2 coats. They are super opaque, super creamy, nice to use, and you can do art with them, which is amazing. So A lot of gel polish I won't use for art. I'll use a gel paint because when I do nail art, I want my lines and my shapes to stay how I paint them. I don't want it to run into or to spread or to need 3 coats, because I'm not gonna paint a flower and have to do 2 coats over the same flower. I only want to paint the flower once. We aren't gonna paint it 5 times to get it opaque. So I love using highly pigmented gel polishes. You can also use them for nail art, and they don't run, they don't spread, and you only have to paint whatever it is that you're painting 1 time, which is really nice. Plus, if you ever want to do like maybe a solid color on a couple nails and then a design that matches that solid color, you're golden, because you can, let's say somebody wants this green on 3 nails and 2 nails they want flowers in green that match. Well, you're not going to have a problem painting the green on the solid nails and then using the exact same green to paint the flowers. It's gonna work just fine, and you're not gonna have to like fight with it in order to do nail art with it. So highly pigmented gel polishes, I love them. They are amazing, and I love all of the like versatility with them. You can do all these different things. Okay, that's my top 10 for 2023. It was really hard to narrow it down. Of course, there are some other things that I loved and enjoyed. I would love to hear one product that you loved in 2023. What is one of your all-time favorite? Because I always want to hear what you guys are using, what you guys love. Maybe I need to try it too. So I appreciate you guys watching. Don't forget to give this video a like. Make sure to subscribe, because I see you watching, but you haven't hit that subscribe button, so make sure to do that. Don't forget to follow me on my Instagram, TikTok. I'll see you guys later, and have a good day.